Is going through your spouse's phone an invasion of privacy? No. Is that a hot take? It might be, but here's why. Let's get one thing straight. I'm not talking about you just started dating and they should pony up their phone right away. I'm talking about a long-term committed relationship. There should be no secrets, especially in a marriage. In a marriage, the idea is fundamental. You come together as two individuals to make a unified entity. And if you can't share that one item that is basically a window into our lives, into our minds, into our hearts, then how can you have any kind of level of trust? My wife and I have full access to each other's phones whenever we want. We have 3 phones. I have a work phone and a personal phone, and she has her personal phone. And basically they're interchangeable. They all have the same password protection number on it, and we just pick up whatever we have in front of us and use it. Why? Because there is no secrets between us. And a lot of you out there are going to say, hey, well, my friend doesn't want to my husband knowing about their personal business. Well, you know what? Your friends need to understand that because you guys are unified in this manner, that those secrets will be kept within the couple, within that family, the family being the husband and wife in the situation of a marriage. And if your friends are not okay with that, then they just need to not tell you certain things. And you need to be okay with that. Now, if you are actually best friends with your spouse, like my wife and I are, then not only are you going to want to tell all the drama to your husband or wife, you're going to be gleeful about it. You're going to be like, babe, I got so much tea to spill. Like, if you just watch any kind of decent relationship on, around you, or even on TikTok, I saw a great TikTok where a husband and wife were fighting, or at least they were, long-term partners, and they were fighting, they were super angry, and the caption is, when there's really juicy tea to spill, you put a pause on your argument. And he just came over and he's like, I know we're fighting, but I got some really juicy tea to spill. And they were both like back in high school, just like, oh my God, what happened? And then once he told her what happened, they were like, oh, and then right after that, they went back to arguing. And it's such a lovely depiction of like a real relationship. I don't know if it was staged. I don't know if it was probably just a skit, but these things actually happen. They happen in my own relationship where we're fighting, but you know what? There's some juicy gossip or some real important information I have to tell her. We put the argument on pause to deal with whatever it is, whether that's gossip or like a real situation, and then we either let usually after that the fight kind of dissipates and we kind of just say our sorries and move on. But there have been times where the fight is back on. That's just married life. So you need to understand that in a marriage, if you are truly best friends with each other, there won't be any secrets. You're not going to want to keep any secrets from your partner. Realize that is the goal. The goal is to be able to be that level of trusting with your spouse. Now, when do we get there? Obviously, no for a new relationship. Obviously, yes for a long-term committed relationship like a marriage. And if you're the type that doesn't believe in marriage, at least a year or 2. But here's the problem. A lot of relationships get into this in-between phase of when it's obvious that it's not okay and when it's not so obvious that it's not okay. And I think this is the important thing. Once you become committed, like exclusive, I think it's important to have that conversation and say, hey, at what point are we going to be sharing our phones and being totally open and honest and transparent? No cheater is willing to be open and honest and transparent unless they're such a good cheater that they have a secondary phone or something along those lines. If you're going to be open and honest in your relationship, the likeliness of cheating or any other issues like gambling or drug use or anything like that those issues become less risky and less of an issue because of the open and transparency. All right? Hopefully my hot take has been explained enough, and hopefully you don't crucify me in the comments. But please leave a comment below if you agree with me, and if you don't, tell me why, and maybe I'll give you a strong enough rebuttal that'll change your mind. All right? See you in the next one. Bye. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and leave your comments below. Until the next time, cheers.